don't know if it started yet. Okay, here we go. You live now.
Hey,
All right, so we good. And so, like I said, the goal is to talk about leadership at some point and kind of get the audience,
engage with it.
just if they have any insight on what leadership is and their thoughts on leadership and things like that. But in the meantime, like I said, we just talk. Um, what you been up to though for you?
Oh man, just trying to deal with everything, bro. Everything, life is always challenging. It got been a lot of exciting shows. Be up on a high from the Augusta Fall Wine Festival. Shout out to the event, the Commons. That was fun. So Cedric hosted. Me, Ian Hayes, Ahmad, comedian out of Aiken. Hayes is comedian out of Aiken as well. We all went and done a good job and crushed that night. I mean, I don't know. It's just a bunch of different things. I'm back in the podcast after preparing for that, and I'm knocked out a couple episodes. Feeling good. I'm currently diving into
How everybody
therapy
doing?
head first. So I'm
Well,
just
you were
in it.
leader. You were leader in your own right. So
Yeah,
I said you were leader in your own right.
yeah, yeah. I try to be because you don't, it's crazy. I mean, yeah, we may not dive in, but yeah, like even our relationship, it's not a lot of people look at look at leaders like you're supposed to mimic and just piggyback off everything when really it's about learning where
How
your
y'all
lane
doing?
of leadership is or your lane of working on shit is or your lane of impact gonna come from.
Make
You know
sure
what I
y'all
mean?
comment and share. Say what's up. Say hi. Tell
And be
me.
different.
Send some traits of leadership. We just talking right now. We're gonna build in a second. But keep going. Yeah.
I just think you gotta with me, I know that my therapy little stretch I've been doing, me and you talk outside of your personal stuff. So
Right. Right.
uh some of the stuff and the impact that I have as an adult, being mature with my actions and addressing for not just myself, my relationship, my kids, uh, that plays a role in other aspects of my life. It gives me more confidence. It allows me to see things differently. And then you look, like I say, you look at relationships you have. You're not supposed to lean on that ideology from someone else to give you the ropes to guide you down the lane. You got to figure out what you can take and how you can use it because it really is a give and take when it comes to figuring out how you're going to lead or how you're going to change or how you're going to navigate certain situations. You got to prepare. And if you don't put in the work, you ain't ready.
I agree. I agree with everything you just said. Yo, shout out to Kenton, man. What up, bro? He said, I'm gonna put y'all on the screen. Two dope MCs and fathers. I definitely appreciate that. Definitely appreciate it.
Baby.
He's
Wiki,
white.
wiki.
You know, he gonna do white things, but it's my guy right here, man.
6'7". I think it's Ho, but
Hey, he said,
think it's hope.
said, it looks, he said, ideology. Fuck that shit. Tommy.
Right. Ideology. I was that I really don't even know the real some of these words
Nah,
that
you
you
know,
say mean, but
it's context clues, man. You know,
yeah, that's what I think is important.
ideology, you add
Yeah.
them, add them together.
Yeah.
And y'all want to post some traits, don't be afraid to comment some traits of leadership. And that, I'm just saying leadership. I ain't saying great leadership. I ain't saying uh poor leadership. I'm just saying leadership in general. But if you want to dissect it that way and put some poor leadership or some great leadership in there, I think that'll all be dope, and we'll kind of get into it and go from there. But
well, let me ask you, what do you think the baseline for leadership is?
a
Because there's got to be a
baseline.
base we got to approach from. Because I think in reality, we all have a base of leadership.
I mean, if I'm just thinking base as far as like a guide, I'm thinking great, good, and poor. That's the first thing. Cause I think everybody kind of got traits of leadership.
Yeah.
You just being courageous is a trait of leadership. Technically speaking, like if you're just going off traits of leadership. So if someone is courageous, by definition, they have a trait of leadership. Should they be a leader just because they're courageous? Probably not. But don't mean they couldn't be one. So like that's why I say you want a lot of people to kind of give characteristics of it, because everything can be convoluted. You can have traits of good leadership and poor leadership in the same. You could be courageous, but you could be a poor communicator.
Yeah.
So my bad. So you gotta think about all that stuff. Bro, who made that background logo? The person is a leader. Hey.
That shit hard.
Nah, I appreciate that. Yo, that was an amazing gift, bro. Like for real, for real. I ain't the person that like jumping down for gifts like that, but I just like I like gifts that show me people care. You know, like they really they listen, they care, and so I like that. So first, of all, I want to clap it up. For the gift giver. You know,
You had a good birthday?
I had a great birthday, bro.
Great. Got a good steak?
Everything was good, brother.
Good.
I don't know what you're gonna be asking
man.
me.
I know it's late, but the leadership got to know its pride. That's why you got that thing on the wall right there behind us, man.
The integrity of influence and how you impact others. Ooh, I like that. The integrity of influence and how you impact others. Shout out to Tyree McCall. Y'all go watch his episode on Free Game with Don D on YouTube. It's out now. You can go to Mr. Donald Doe's Facebook page. He got a lot of clips on there. That was a very interesting interview. He's a very interesting guy. Definitely.
Yeah, shout out to Don. He's cool dude.
Shout out to Tyree, man. Shout out to 420. He says, going left when the crowd goes right. Ooh, don't be afraid to go like to go the opposite direction of everybody else. That's also a form of great leadership. That's courageous because that take courage to do. That take a lot of courage to do. Hey, while I got 420 on it, I don't know how long you're gonna watch. While I got you on here 420, I want to bring up something. Hopefully you don't mind bringing this up. I'm gonna add this to the stage real quick. And I'm not being funny by posting this, so hopefully y'all okay with this. I thought this was really dope from 420 and Dorian Harris. Now I can't can y'all see the picture? If y'all can't, I'm sorry. But people were laughing at this guy here, Avon Hill, from his pictures he posted from a scene downtown or something like that. I thought it was dope. How you see 420 right here. I'm seeing right here, I can fucking see. It says maybe they just starting out. Hell, this could be the new style. We just don't understand it. And then Dorian also said a piece. I don't have it all in this. I don't want to say it right now, but I thought that was also courageous. I thought that was leadership. I thought that was dope. Tell me, come in the camera a little bit. My bad. I don't know why you out the camera. No, you good. Don't move around so much. I thought that was dope. Because everybody was laughing, everybody was joking and commenting in the shares. Nobody was really giving like good advice or sound, reviews. And here you got a photographer a videographer, photographer, somebody who's super dope with the camera in the comments like, hey, look, this might be the new wave. And I'm gonna be honest with you, 420. I like the way them pictures look. I hit him up. I like the way the pictures look. I said, hey, look, stay and continue to be yourself. Don't be nobody else. Do what you've been doing. I like the way those pictures look. I thought that was dope. So shout out to you, man, for that, man. Salute to you, brother. Nah, salute to you, man, for real. And being able to stay guarded in what's righteous or girded. I don't know if you're saying guard or girded. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not trying to be funny, but shout out to you. You gotta get up, man. Hit me up in my inbox. Send me your number. We gotta talk about you coming on the podcast though. Yeah, but I think that's dope in itself, me personally. So yeah, man. Shout out to 420. As far as
you ain't got it on the screen.
What?
Clap it up for him. Shit, you.
Oh, you want me to do a clap now?
Yeah, clap it up for him. I clap it up for him. Shit.
Yeah, I just press the button.
Hey man, you get on here like you can clap button. I'm gonna clap up. I like his approach though, because I think like I had to sit down with 420 one time and we kind of talked like I think having the creative ideas to go outside the box is unique too in the leadership way, because you're generating that more artistic drive for others to feed off of in the realm of creativity.
He said it bothers me because I looked up to Joel when I started. I respect him, and I didn't expect him to down someone starting out. I will clap it up for you again. Clap it real quick. Just clap up, I think that's dope too. In the sense of once again, you think about leadership. A lot of times when you have an influence, you do have your own thing going. People gonna run up what you say. They're not gonna really question what you say. They're not gonna question your stance on something or how you joking on somebody or whatever the case may be in the comments. But here you and Dorian were doing that. I thought that was dope. I don't know the dude Joel. I think we are friends. I think that's how I seen it. But I don't know, like the photography world is something I'm not super into. I don't know. Like that's something y'all might know. I don't know. What up, Aisha? Hey, y'all give me traits of good leadership, or good traits of leadership rather. I'll get into it in a second, but traits of leadership, like what are some traits you want to see from a leader? If you are a leader, tell me what some traits you have. What do you consider a leader to be? Whether it be a parent, a teacher, a principal, a manager, um, a neighbor,
Nurse.
a nurse, a doctor.
Yeah.
What when you think
DFACs.
when yes, or yeah.
I mean, I don't know the proper,
No, you're right. You're
yeah,
right.
but
You're right.
that department.
Defects was crazy, but that's funny. You're funny because that defect. Get my
We can't
420.
say food stamps no more.
Yo, shout out to 420. Get your
Can't say-
420 on.
Yeah.
Good listener. Hey, clap it up. Hey, shout out to Isha. I knew. Hopefully, I'm clapping, bro.
Oh, you clap it up.
Hopefully,
Sorry, I was thinking about the good listener.
yeah. Hopefully, your knee is right and your ACL is back intact. But yes, good listener. I agree. But I think even you think about listener, you think about good listener. Like you could listen to somebody and still not really hear them, you know.
Mhm.
But listening is like also what you're gonna do with the information from there.
Yeah.
So something that's small, like okay, well, I told you that my back hurt when I'm standing at the register for more than an hour. So as a leader, what you gonna do? I mean, every 45 minutes, you let a person get a 15 or get a 10-minute break.
Supposed to, if
sit
you be
down.
considerate enough. Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
But
I
you
work
ain't
in
no good
retail for
leader.
real. It's not always that easy, but it's the mindset if I listened to it and then I went
Consideration.
and did something,
Yeah.
And I think you don't realize how much, even you talking about work wise, associate will go above and beyond for somebody that willing to take those steps necessary to make sure that her back doing because it ain't my back,
Yeah.
it's yours. But
And you
as a
need
leader,
prayer. Yeah.
I'm listening. I'm like, okay, well, how can I make work easier for you? How can I make this lighten this load for you? And I'm gonna do it that way. So I think that's dope, man. Shout out to you, man. Wazam, what up? EJ Rogers, Funny Business. Y'all make sure I go follow Funny Business page,
What's
man.
up, man? Hey, I heard the show was great. Y'all check them out, man. Funny Business. Funny Business, right? Is what you said?
Yes.
PH. not no F.
Mia said a good listener isn't just someone with the answers, but someone who uses their knowledge, resources, and connections to guide and empower others to reach their goals. I like that. I like that a lot. Clap it up. That's a good answer. I agree wholeheartedly. So she said good leader. I'm sorry, I might say listener, but I agree. I think definitely empowering. I think that's super important, bro. The empowering part. I think a leader, a good leader will make you or have you think that you can also lead.
Yeah, you can do it too.
Or whatever you're trying to do, they feel like they empower you to where you feel like you can do it. And I feel like your attitude going into trying to do something that maybe you thought you couldn't do is super important. So if as a leader, if I can calm you down and then kind of build you up as far as like your knowledge or your mindset going into doing whatever that may be you're doing, whether it be sports, whether it be work, whether it be school work, whether it be reading something, whether it be public speaking, whether it be event comedy, whatever the case may be. I feel like you're a comedian. Talk about that. Like what when you walk on that stage, what are some traits that you have or some moves you have right before you have a good performance? Like think about all your good performances.
Yeah.
What happened before that? Like, what was your mood going on stage?
You got to set that tone. You got to set the tone in different ways because you don't know. You got to be prepared for one. And if you're not prepared, you can challenge yourself with what you're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
And you really only got a set material or you go freestyle. And building a leadership aspect of like controlling a crowd in that realm is really based on your confidence and how you approach with the communication you're given. And they talk about it. I'm still learning how to listen to the crowd and judge the audience and be aware of the audience, but that's another connective thing. You want to connect with them.
Mm-hmm.
And if you not I guess the best thing we want to be is be in a zone of funny, but it's still like a calm piece where you're confident in this realm where you don't have any judgment and you're not judging yourself. You're just there and you know your role. So it's like, I do a little mantra and I go on up and I, give it what it's got. Sometimes I fall short. Sometimes it does great, but either way, I'm giving it all. You know what I'm saying? I'm
gonna get back to what you said. I got something to say about what you said, but shout out to Aline Petty. She said, a good leader does more than direct. They understand the ask and willing to get in the trenches if needed. They inspire their team to grow. I agree 100%. I agree 100%. Being able to lead those who look up or follow behind you in the direction towards elevation. I definitely agree. You got influence, you got to handle that. I'm here for it. What up, bro? I'm here for it too.
I think a great leader makes ripples in his surrounding circles, and those ripples continue to ripple out. In my analogy of leadership.
Yeah, but I think it's a lot of things. I think even with leadership, I think like I was talking to you off camera for something. If you pioneer something, or if you lead in something, or if you're the first of your time, your first of your kind to do something, or if you are just leading something, whatever. I think some people think being a good leader means you gotta be perfect, and I don't think that's necessarily true. I think leaders learn as they go along too, but they because of how they lead, they may lead you to believe they know it all.
Yeah.
Not saying they respond saying I know it all, no, but I think one of the things about being a leader is like you having answers. So somebody might come to me about something and they have their own problem. So
Yeah.
so let's just put it in perspective. I'm a leader. Let's say I'm a leader. They got their own problems. They call me, they come to me, or we have a conversation, we talk, whatever the case may be, right? And those problems not my problems.
Yeah.
But I listen to them as they talk. I'm analyzing, I'm reflecting. Okay, cool.
In my head, y'all, we talking about when I called, I'm flipping out my old lady right now.
No, I ain't talking about that. See, you putting your business out there. I ain't talking about. But then from there, I respond. How that response is, right?
Yeah.
Once again, that problem not my problem. But because I'm leading, that problem has become my problem because somebody that has a problem, I want to solve it for them.
Yeah.
You know? And so I think about that as well. Like I don't have all the answers, but as I'm listening to this person, I'm reading their body language, but also I got a vision. So I think one thing about leadership, nobody said in here, is vision to me. Like a lot of good leaders have great vision.
Well, just to touch on what you said, when you in that point of listening and giving feedback, or like, and even I don't care about putting my business out, that was a big moment for me, needing someone there. That leadership gave me a ripple to make me look at something differently, that it might not have been the words I needed to hear, or that person, or that advice or vision you wanted to give them to hear, but that impact for them may have given that leadership, that ripple to them. You know what I'm saying? Pass that wave down onto them. That's what I'm saying.
No, I agree. And that's what I'm saying. So like my response is my response, but it should then empower you. Like you should feel better after you speak to me, or you should feel like that load that was on you is lighter.
Yeah.
Because you spoke, because we spoke, or I may put some in a different perspective than you. That's to me that leadership. But vision, I'm talking about like somebody might tell you their problem and they feel like, oh, it's the end of the world. Like, yo, they stressed out what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
They might tell me that same problem. I'm like, you're not really that bad off. Because the vision I might have is like, all you gotta do is boom, boom, boom. And it's not that it's gonna be that easy, but it's just like it's a few steps you gotta take and do, and you good. Sometimes people need to hear that because they don't know that. They think it's really the end of the world. Like it's 5 o'clock on Wednesday and they're stressed out. They're like, if it's not fixed by 7 o'clock on Friday, I'm cooked. I'm fucked, whatever, right? But you speak to them like, damn, okay, well, I can probably get that done by Thursday. Damn, that's all I gotta do. Yeah, so just having that vision. Sometimes people don't have that vision. I'm here for it. Let's see. Good leadership understands they don't know everything. Great. Yep. But smart enough to put people in place on things they don't know. And I agree. I go back to what Mia said earlier. I'm going to go back to the comment real quick. It said using their knowledge, resources, and connections to guide and empower others to reach goals. So, a couple of weeks ago, shout out to Mario Taylor. A couple weeks ago we had on. I help the AUG Explain page when they go live, and we had a question for 2 candidates that's running for commissioner, and I think the question was like, "What do you plan to do, as far as youth development?"
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why it was such a hard answer to answer. I don't know, and I think I heard things like, well, it's not my job to really do that, or da 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 da. It was a lot of nonsense, and I say that to say, going back to what they're saying, you don't have to know everything or have all the answers. But for me, I'm not even a commissioner, but I feel like I'm a leader. As a leader, a good question, a good answer for me would have been like, I'm going to partner with some other organizations that help youth development, and we're going to have a concentration focus in our area, which is District 4, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Simple answer. Going back to what I'm saying, good leaders got the resources, got the connections, got the people. I'm not asking that one person to save the day. I ain't asking that one person to change, the scope of the youth in overnight. No, but I'm saying like use your resources.
Yeah.
You are who you are. Can you get some people together so we could tackle this problem.
And a little bit of accountability too.
A lot of accountability.
To be able to hold that leader, to be accountable in your role of being a leader.
Yeah. Knowing who you are is the engine of being a good leader. Ooh, you can't lead people if you don't know how to lead yourself. I like that. I like that a lot. I do think in order to lead somebody, people got to want to follow that too. So I think if you don't know yourself, how you gonna back to that vision? Damn,
Yeah.
I keep hitting this. I don't like that. Back to that vision. Let me hit this one. Back to that vision thing. I think if your vision is off, as a leader, then people are not gonna follow you anyway. You got to be able to see something that people can't see.
Yeah, you got to have your direction.
Oh, what up, Joel? What's up? That's the man right there. But that's the top engineer in the city.
Yo,
A good leader needs to be approachable. Ooh, I love that. When you're not approachable, and you start losing the people who place their trust and faith in you. Yo, shout out to you, man, because I don't think when people realize this, even in leadership, I think once somebody loses their trust or they take their trust in you and you lose the faith they had in you, it's super hard to get that back, bro.
Yeah.
Because I think they're always going to question, well, why you lost it in the first place? Why did you lose it in the first place? I'm not saying you can't get it back ever. Because we human. We can mess up. And you never know what. And once again, back to that communication, back to that vision, back to that resources, back to that knowledge. All of them, all that stuff matter. That's why traits matter. I feel like a lot of people think they're good leaders, and then you start to break down these traits.
Yeah.
And you realize you're missing some of them. Once again, you can still be a leader and not have every single leadership trait.
Yeah.
Or not be great at every single leadership trait. Could be human. It's gonna happen. But it's
Well,
it's a few that you gotta really be good at.
Well, we can't. That's what like like me. I don't.
Shout
I
out
don't
to you,
consider
Joe. I like that
myself
answer.
a leader, but I think I lead in certain aspects. But I think I'm learning how to be a better leader. You know what I'm saying? And I think sometimes in some areas you don't find out you're a leader until you just find out you're a leader. That makes sense. Like some of these aspects I'm not good at in my leadership role, but I think in some other my ways I'm very good at, and I think I'm filling those shoes in certain lanes that I was unaware I'm actually a leader in. I'm hoping that makes sense.
No, break it down. It makes sense, but you gotta break it down.
Well, it's like I strive for Augusta to continue to be seen on the map when it comes to comedy. I don't mind being the overnight haul to Atlanta to hit mics or continue to keep Augusta in the conversation in different locations, whether it's Greenville, Columbia, wherever. I'm not saying others don't, but it's just like that. Those realms and doing this, like the stage show with all these artists I'm working with and navigating and dealing with that show. I just feel like there's a lot of roles I'm playing where I wind up being the leader.
Well, that to me, that sounds like you are showing a trait of adaptability. Because you trying to bring change, but you're also doing it in different settings to bring a change in one place. I think adaptability is also a good leadership trait. You got to be able to adapt in every in certain situations or multiple situations or depending on the situation you're in, because you got people leading you that are really, you got people you're leading. Sorry, not leading you, following you, but you got people you're leading that they're watching your every move.
Yeah.
And I spoke about that recently. And it's a leadership position we was talking about. And I was speaking about how like the things people are really, if you're a leader, a real leader, people really watching a lot of the things you do. Everything damn near. Your body language, your mannerisms, the things you think they don't hear that you say, but you say it loud enough so somebody can't hear you.
Shit about me crossing my legs right now.
They can't see that, bro. See?
All right, good.
Yeah, you see? But can they? Hold on. I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't mean to throw us off. Yeah,
they can't see it. Yeah.
I'm on my grandma shit. I should have worn my Mr. Rogers jacket.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
He's white. His name is Tommy. He's a comedian. But I think like people they gonna look for you, look for direction from you. So if you can't adapt, it's gonna be hard for you to be a leader because you're gonna be in a situation where you gotta adapt so people know how to move.
Yeah.
So imagine being in a position where like based on how you move is gonna determine how people move.
It's making
following you.
It's changing. It's changing. It's definitely changing. And that's like with the young guys I'm working with, like the stage. Even though I'm just a comedian walking in, the ideas we're having, we're building together, and it's not my idea, but it's the idea we're creating together. It sparked their, following like we're striving for creative, unique ideas. It's a leadership in the entertainment show we're trying to present,
Mm-hmm.
and it is a unique realm that I find myself in. So I just like to shed that too. Is you might not know you're a leader until you realize you're a leader.
Right. If y'all can, make sure y'all share the live too and comment. But go ahead.
That's how I feel though. That's one aspect of where I'm at right now with what, navigating all this entertainment stuff. I feel like I'm in a space of leadership that I didn't find myself. That's like I was supposed to be there right now, if that makes sense. I'm just an amateur comic, man. I just
realized one of these comments is from YouTube too. So I'm on live on YouTube and I'm trying this thing out, y'all. I keep telling you that, hopefully. But it says
that's what the leader is, though. Finding new avenues, being creative. I'm saying that's where the ripples, I think, are so important. That's how I look at leadership or impact. I don't necessarily use the word leadership in my vocabulary a lot, but impact and being there for others to cause ripples in life and giving that involvement or advice or vision, like we say. You got the words to be communicating this shit clearly.
I wanna read this comment. It says, when you know exactly who you are, it's easy to trust yourself. It's easy to hold yourself accountable. It's easy to not be selfish. And some people will automatically gravitate to that energy. I agree. He got the comment after that. He says, how you move is definitely important, which means perception is everything. And that's what I meant. Perception. I think but before I get into the perception part, he said something about accountability.
Yeah,
I think everybody knows that's a trait of leadership, being accountable. I do think we overuse that word right now, thinking that just because we say we wrong, that's enough for being accountable. That's not enough.
Just acknowledging it and then enough.
Yeah, remember back in the day, people wouldn't do it. Now it's like, well, I said I was wrong. That's not enough. That's not really you being accountable. That's just you. That's you being aware that you was wrong, but the whole room was aware you was wrong.
Yeah, what you?
We want to see the accountability.
Yeah.
So whether and now it don't mean you got to punish yourself. It's just about how you move going forward.
Yep.
About how you handle the situation in the moment and then going forward. But like I said, only truly just gonna understand that. So it's not a big deal. Yeah. So
I'll say this too to add on that accountability. Sometimes, and you say that sometimes it's not about being the action ain't about you changing. Sometimes that action can be you making amends with someone that you had a falling out with. And that acknowledgement and that leadership in itself will give you more respect and like push you ahead.
I agree.
I think that's another phase of accountability that a lot of people don't look at is, you can work on yourself. Because I feel a lot of people will do this, especially in my environment. They'll say certain stuff, say they've changed, but they don't give a shit about the person they hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't give a shit about the people in the past or like that accountability, the impact.
I think another thing we ain't talk about like is confidence, of course, like having that confidence and then because even empowering somebody, it takes a certain level of confidence to even empower somebody to be like, I'm so confident that I can now then make you confident. Like I'm so confident at what I'm doing. I'm gonna make sure you're confident what you're doing too.
Yeah, it rolls over.
But it takes a certain level of confidence within a person.
How am I supposed to feel, y'all? Every time I answer the phone, he goes, "What's up, black man?" I'm supposed to get confident.
Chill.
Killing me.
Hey, I be being funny, man. Accountability adopts change. Change adopts solutions, and solutions fix problems. Yo, he cooking. This is a YouTube comment. I'm on a stream service, so I don't know where they come from, but I see the YouTube there, so I think that's dope. That I can put both of them on the screen as well. I like that a lot. That is dope. So you got we said confidence, we got communication in there, we got accountability in there. Some people said listening, not knowing everything, being direct, getting in the trenches, using your resources, your knowledge, your connections, good listener, staying grounded and was righteous. Oh, perfect. He said that earlier. I'm gonna put a comment back on the thing too. Being able to stay grounded in what's righteous.
I don't really know what that word means, if I'm honest.
It ain't about the righteous part. What I take from that is integrity.
I know that, yeah.
Integrity. I will say, as a leader in my lifetime, I have struggled with integrity. I have in the past, and I don't mean integrity as far as like being able to do something. It's not really what it means. Like it's like what you're doing when nobody watching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like am I going to do right when nobody watching me? That's how I look. That's why when I think integrity.
Well, I'll say this too. There's a part I dealt with my life a part of integrity where I feel like it is right, and the surrounding
But you got
environment.
ethics too. Like leadership. I'm talking about life and business, whether it's a company you work for. Like I think in life we take shortcuts too,
Yeah,
and sometimes they work for us because it don't affect what's going on at that moment. But I still think that's an integrity issue, taking them shortcuts when you know you're supposed to do it this way, but you do it that way because you feel like, well, anybody here, I'm gonna just
skin by on it,
until they come back and bite you in the ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think
and they will.
that's a trait that I think a lot of people that so you do got good bad leaders, right? Or you got some great leaders, decent leaders. I have seen some leaders that I felt like were lazy, wasn't that great at communicating, wasn't that great at connecting to the people. I question why they were even in leadership positions at all. Like I've seen leaders that way. I've been uh what's the word I'm looking for? Co-workers with leaders like that. I've been peers with leaders like that.
Acquaintances.
But one thing I can say, a lot of those people I'm referring to
Mhm.
did not lack integrity.
Oh, they had it.
They had integrity. They might have other things, but they had integrity. Like they didn't take shortcuts. They didn't do this. They didn't do that. And in hindsight, some leaders look better than that person because they're taking the shortcuts.
Yeah,
Like they seem like they're better leader because you took shortcuts, or you doing something quicker, or you moving faster, or you getting done with this, and you got a lot of that because you're taking these shortcuts, or you doing something that's dishonest. Versus the person who, like they say, slow and steady wins the race.
yeah.
So it's one of those things, like they moving fast, but they just a lot of what they doing is they lacking integrity.
Yeah.
So I've seen that too. So I think that's what he mean when he said that.
Integrity is a big part of who you're trying to be, though.
Depends. I
Isn't
mean,
that the part that plays a role in your character too?
talking me or just in general?
Well, in general, I think like figuring out who you are is based on your integrity.
Yeah,
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, but integrity, I think, if we're going to go that route, I think is more so being real with who you are, not necessarily figuring out who you are, but like if you know you're a piece of shit, and you kind of can still be a leader,
Yeah,
and be a piece of shit, as long as you know you're a piece of shit. Like,
yeah,
I think that's integrity, and then you might lead off with that. Hey, look, y'all, I'm this, and you communicating,
yeah,
you honest, you got integrity. You know what I'm saying? Like you might be instilling confidence in somebody, like not to be a piece of shit, but you might be like, hey, I'm this, but hey, you could. That's no different than drug addicts that coming up, or the alcoholics you see at the store, or the I hate to keep using this term because it's so urban, but the drug dealers you see coming up, whatever, like they might tell you like, yo, you don't need to be ever doing this.
yeah.
Like they telling you not to do it. They giving you a real why not to do it. I feel like that's the version of that in my opinion. They got some kind of integrity. Like, hey, look, I know I'm doing it, but you shouldn't do that. Now, a person might say, well, a great leader would just do it in general and then let them follow.
Yeah,
but I'm also telling you, don't follow me.
But you got integrity both ways with that drug dealer because he's also has a lot of integrity in the game.
Well, also, I don't want to get that far into it because I don't think every drug dealer.
But I'm just saying that's a leader too, and like in that, even though it's not the best realm to talk about, that there is integrity in leaders in the bad world or in the drug realm or whatnot, however like vague we want to say it. But at the same hand, even more on a little more local, or I mean a national scale, you had like Jimmy, what's that dude who got kicked off for the jokes about the white dude who got killed, Charlie Kirk,
what about it?
Jimmy
what about
Kimmel,
or
whatnot. But he stayed his guns. He kept his integrity on what he wanted to say. He probably gonna get some more backlash later down the road, but they brought him back on.
I ain't even gonna bring up Charlie Kirk. I don't know that guy, so I don't know.
Oh, I'm just thinking about the comedian.
I know that's a touchy topic sometimes though. I don't know. I till he died, I didn't know who he was, bro.
But there was conversation about, I'm just using the reference of him and his comedical integrity and the leadership or whatever. It goes more than just where we at. All these areas of focus. It changes. I feel like.
He said responsibility. You're responsible for more than just you and your family, especially when you have a business.
That's true.
Now you have to think of how to feed not only your family but others as well, shouldering their problems and yours. Most people who fail are usually selfish or just aren't fully prepared to be a leader.
That got to take a lot of empathy.
Empathy is one of the character traits of a leader. You got to have empathy if you're going to be a good leader. You can be a leader without empathy, but how good you're going to be, I don't know. Well known don't make you a leader. People try to use it because they lack integrity. Yes, I agree. That's influence, I feel like. But even influence to an extent is leadership, but it's not the same thing. You can have influence just because you're popular. But I feel like a leader is a leader. Like sometimes I don't think just because you're a manager, you're a leader. You know, I think you could be a leader and be the bottom of the totem pole at a business. Because leadership, I don't think it gotta be the top food chain at the business or person that makes the most money at the business or whatever. Like I said, I think a leader just has them create the character traits that we are speaking of right now. Like I'm pretty sure you know people who in leader that's a leader that's not in leadership.
Yeah, me.
Okay.
Me, I get on that work floor, baby. We get shit done. You know, I got it. No, I'm not.
Are you leading or are you doing the work?
I'm doing the work. There's a couple
There's
leaders.
a difference
I'm
in
just
that
trying
too.
to take their credit. I'm the do boy to get it done. But there are a couple that are on the floor that know how to communicate, know how to navigate what we need to do. We don't need to involve any management. We can knock shit out. Yeah, there's that there. I get what you're saying.
I think another one that I don't see people bringing up is resilience. Like you know, having that
Strong backbone to last.
ability to last, but to bounce back. I feel like, you know, even in leadership, you're gonna have good days and bad days. I know when you think leadership, you think in business and all that stuff. I'm thinking about in general. A coach is a leader. A coach.
Yeah.
You have a game, you get smacked by 30 points. You gotta bounce back. You got another game after this.
Yeah.
As a leader, you gotta be resilient. Yeah, we smacked, but we got smacked by 30 last week, but Tuesday we got a new game.
Got to be head right.
Practice, we got to practice for a whole new squad.
Yeah.
That was yesterday.
No joke, man. North Augusta ain't no joke. They're gonna win it again in Carolina.
Hey, chill out, bro.
Yeah,
we ain't even. North Augusta's dope though. They good. Yeah, you run North Augusta. You gotta be resilient coming into them because it's a high chance you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
But I think resilient. But I think even in the sense of just life, you times you can lose. You can have some things happen to you, and you gotta rebuild yourself, whether it be in private or whatever. You can have things happen to you. You can have things going on in your life that you consider losses. You can lose people. People can die. You can have a car accident. There's so many things in life that can happen to you where you have to have that resilience because you're gonna have to bounce back.
Too, you taking the hits as well. Is that resilience?
I mean, it's the same. It's all the same. You taking hits, you take them, come with it. But you also, it's not just taking them because you could take the hits and then just fall and that's it. But it's getting back up. It's the bounce back. Resist. Like I'm still. No matter what's thrown at me, I'm still fighting through.
Yeah,
you know,
resilience.
That's being resilient.
I'm learning some words today too, everybody.
Keeping it a buck. What up? Shout make sure y'all go follow my guy, Mr. Donald Doe. It's hard for me to say free game, but Mr. Donald Doe, shout out to him. Go follow him, man. Dope episode with Tyree. Tyree commented on earlier. Where he at right here? Tyree McCall. Yeah, they had an episode together. That was super dope. Go follow that YouTube page. If you're watching on YouTube, go follow his page. If you're watching on Facebook, go follow him. Donald Doe Jr. Very, very dope podcaster, individual, businessman, friend. Just dope overall, man. Go follow him, please. So we live right now. I'm trying to learn this StreamYard thing, y'all. So that's why I'm going live a lot. So I'm trying to get that's even now. You think about leadership, you think about like how people look at you. So even in our community, as far as like podcasting and doing the stuff we do, I do think sometimes I have to try stuff to try new stuff. And it's easier to bring it back to the community once I try it. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, everybody should just chip in and get the StreamYard because you can do this, you can do that, you can do that. It's new here. Just always trying to do new things.
Adjective of being, what is it? The foyer. You're taking that forward out. You're taking that new derivative or that, not the right word, new angle. New approach.
Hey, yo, shout out to you. Clap it up for him for learning new words, though. I know you saying words and you don't know what they mean, but I like that you're trying new shit. But I like that, bro, for real. Like
I'm trying. I still keep trying to say Presbyterian church. The Presbyterian church, was it Presbyterian?
I don't know. I ain't gonna pronounce it. I stutter. You know what I'm saying?
I can't do it. I don't stutter. That's bad. I am trying to read again. I think that that's a part of leadership too. Is growing within yourself. Because how you, even though we learning, I'm like learning all this stuff. I still, I feel like there's such a regard to improve myself, to uphold a certain stature. I can't just continue to be idle within myself, or I'm just falsifying who I am.
Yeah.
Is it Fuck, what's that syndrome?
Get that word, man. Come on,
oh,
don't start losing words now,
I'm having
man.
brain fog. What is it?
Hey, salute to you too, man. Make sure you go check out an episode with my guy right here too, man. This was a dope episode. You asked me a question about him too. The
What?
bodybuilder. You have any
Yeah,
question about him?
yeah, you scared me. I mean, I asked him. I said, look, now you a big guy. You intimidate me like he could yoke me up. And I said, what was his name again?
Say it again.
What was his name again? The bodybuilder.
You said it. You said on the thing. Go ahead, tell him.
I don't remember his name though.
The dude from Richmond.
Yeah.
Elliot.
I said, look, man. I said, you had to be scared.
Elliot Crawford though. Like Elliot Crawford. I don't say his whole name because I don't know. But they go by E. He go by E. I don't know if put whole name.
Next time you over here, look, he ain't gonna do nothing. Scary man.
Who?
I need his bodyguard. I need the bodyguard.
So me?
The dude, the swole dude on your episode with these.
Oh yeah, dope. But see, you like the bodybuilding part. I know he was a big dude. I like this story. His story was amazing to me, bro.
Well, I just like the drive, the individual of like with Bruce. You know, all these guys that are going out their ways that like this craft of bodybuilding.
Yeah, yeah.
And taking it further than just lifting weights.
Yeah,
I think that's admirable health wise.
His story was amazing, bro. Like the first 10 minutes, I was locked in. I'm like, oh shit, his story was.
I was
crazy.
still like, man, this guy's going.
Hey,
terrified.
You want to talk resilience?
Yeah,
that's the guy.
That's the guy.
That's the guy. Resilience. That if you want to go and watch and see what resilience is, you go watch the Elliot Crawford episode on my channel. That is the epitome of resilience. Mr. Don Doe, he said, the best leaders are great followers. Leaders possess the power of influence. Always powerful words, Mr. Doe, man. Hey, Alicia Ray, we ain't doing this today, bro. Don't come. You know you the homie. Don't come on here. Don't come on here with that.
Was it a queef?
No, don't ask no questions about that. No.
I seen her music video.
Yeah,
she was flipping out.
Yep. Get off here, Alicia. It's all love though. You know, don't do that. E.L. Elliott. Yeah. My bad. I didn't mean to put your whole name out there. But my white friend asked me a question. You know how that go, bro.
Hey, look, all I know is them was EE exhaust pipes coming out the side of his arm with fucking horsepower. And I ain't got time to mess with a man like that. That motherfucker's intimidating.
Yo, you gotta relax, bro.
Huh? That motherfucker blown.
Yo, you gotta relax. Now give me some more traits of a good leader, please. So we got resilience, we had communication, we had listening, accountability, confidence, empowerment.
What about emotional regulation?
I think that'll be empathy, if I am mistaken.
That's empathy.
Yeah, that sound like that. I mean, off first listen. Unless you know something else you're saying. I go by any of those names.
I think knowing how to respond in situations is what I'm saying.
I think that go back to adapting.
Adapting. Okay.
I think.
Okay.
You can say know how to respond though. But I think if you're able to adapt, you know how to respond to different situations. Quick story, real quick. So I wasn't gonna tell a story, but I'm gonna tell it now. Earlier this week, so I'm a store manager where I'm at, and earlier this week I had an associate of mine's. Normally pretty chill, pretty cool. But this day, for some reason, I don't know what he had going on. I don't know if he had built up energy or built up frustration. I don't really know. But I come inside, I'm saying what's up. He's like, yo, can we talk? I'm like, cool. But then he gets aggressive, like, yeah, let's talk in the office because, you know, I ain't about to be working on this, da. I'm like, hey, hold up. I say, hey, we could talk in the office. We're not going to talk on the floor. We're not going to scream on the floor. I'm being calm. Like, I'm always going to be level-headed. I'm always going to be calm. I don't care what the situation is. It could be 1,000 people inside the store. 5, 10, 1, I'm always just be like, calm. I say, look, we can talk in the office, but don't talk out here because I don't want nobody else thinking they can talk to me that way. So I'm trying to address it now. We can go in the office or we cannot, but we're not going to be yelling. We get in the office. Now, was he still a little routed up? He still was routed up, but it was my response to everything that he was asking and saying. So he's trying to question me like, well, who else? And as a leader, I'm telling him, I'm like, I'm not going to answer your question. The pressure, I'm telling you, hey, look, we ain't here talking about you. We only going to talk about you. If you want to talk about other people, then we need to have a store meeting.
Yeah.
So tell me about you and your problems. We can go from there. Yeah, because you know, I can go part-time. I can just, and I had to tell him, hey, listen, man, look, all due respect. You can go part-time or you can go no time. At the end of the day, I just want to be respectful. So take a seat, let's talk, let's move forward.
Yeah.
We in there like 10 minutes, we talking. Before we leave out, he ended up saying, yo, because yeah, man, you know, you the best manager I ever had, man. You know, I don't want a problem with you. I'm just and the whole demeanor changes, right? Yeah. And I don't feel like it's like he was scared or he was, you know, had to back them down. But I do feel like, once again, how you respond to certain things and how you handle yourself in certain situations is always going to come back to you tenfold, depending on that person.
I also think the skills of navigating those situations are important. Not everybody can stay calm and react. That navigating that emotional response is important to being a good leader, especially in a management role.
I think too, in them roles, sometimes they test you. Sometimes you get tested.
Yeah.
Like a good test to me would have been like me spat like one thing a leader should never do, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, we got Mr. D, we got some of the best leaders on here. We got E, we got Donald Doe, we got some of the best leaders on here watching.
Don't clap it up for him.
Clap it up for him, man. Clap it up for him. Clap it up for him. Clap it up for him. But I don't think true leaders match the energy of non-leaders. So if I don't, no disrespect to my non-leader, because it's not a disrespect thing. You're just not a leader. But I don't never feel like I need to step down, step aside, jump a step up, or whatever to match the energy of a non-leader.
Yeah.
I just need to lead. If I match the energy of a non-leader, I'm not leading. There's think about what that. Think about that. Like,
stooping down to
this
that
person
level.
did this, so I try to match the energy, but they're not a leader. So because they didn't lead, you say I'm not gonna lead. That's not to me. It's not a true leader. So I could have easily just matched his energy and like got rowdy with him, stood up, got in his face, and like, well, what you gonna do about that? Nah, that's not what I want to do. I'm gonna lead because I know you want to follow. Because you're not a leader. Because if you was, you wouldn't have came like that anyway.
Yeah.
Let me holler at you in your office. Let's sit down and talk about something real quick, man.
You probably gave him some attributes to change something going forward. Hopefully, that ripple probably came into effect if you changed the demeanor leaving.
I also feel like my demeanor ain't gonna give off like you could have taught me any kind of way. But aside from all that, because that's outside of leadership, just being a man. But from a leadership aspect, I think you gotta be able to explain the why behind a lot of stuff too. Being able to explain why in leadership, I feel like sets you apart from any kind of leader. Imagine I tell you to do something at work or whatever, and you like why, but I can't tell you why.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
why I'm doing it.
That's
then.
A good point.
You know, so I feel like being able to explain that why, and I feel like before I lay out any new protocol or any new rules to whether it be my people I'm leading or people I'm leading in general or I'm giving to somebody, I'm gonna always have that why in the tuck in case they ask why, because I don't feel like it's a problem for you to question something before you follow.
Yeah,
you're not just gonna follow somebody because you lead, okay, I'm gonna follow you. That's not how it works. Why I need to follow you for? All right, you won. I'm sold.
Yeah,
and that's what you gotta do. So I think because I was able to explain why in that regard, it made sense to come down. Be like, okay, damn, he know what he talking about. He ain't matching my energy.
Yeah,
he ain't on that. You know,
de-escalate, making the right choices.
He ain't backing down. Leadership is building character in others. I agree. Yes, we mentioned listening. We did. There's a difference between a producer and someone who influences production. Ooh, leaders influence production. God, it's the D. Come on now. He who thinks he leads but has no followers is only taking a walk.
That's a lot of food for thought right there.
I like that. I almost messed that up. So you know I can't talk, Mr. Dove. Come on now. I almost fucked that up. He who thinks he leads but has no followers is only taking a walk. You get that? You're just walking around. Ain't nobody following you.
Yeah.
You walking around by yourself.
Traveling up dust.
And guess what? Them followers are smart because they somewhere following a real leader. So shout out to them followers who ain't following you. Got you walking around by yourself. Yeah, but what y'all think about that? As far as a leader, matching energy. I feel like sometimes too, depending on where you come from in your background, some things can get convoluted as far as like or bunched together where it's like you might have a background in a certain environment, so you might handle things in that environment. You adapt a different way. So in a certain environment, you handling a problem might be aggression, might be physical combat, might be arguing back and forth. But that's for that environment. You then go from that environment to said other environment, and now you're a leader, but you still got those traits.
Well, you saying that, I'm gonna speak on that. Like, so my work environment is a male, testosterone-driven workplace. I work for the railroad, and you can have leadership that is based on, I ain't gonna say based, but like egos get at play. I know more than you. You can't tell me what to do, but I may know what to do and not need no leadership. It could take control and have a whole back and forth, like you're saying, with a supervisor of egos and challenging that leadership, so to speak, and then have to come home and transition from that emotional, day back and forth with a supervisor to be a leader at home. And you got those things are tough to continue to deal with, not just for me, but for a lot of people that might necessarily have the best environments at work, or them haggles back and forth where they really know their job or can do their own leading and don't need that hand. And because like you made a point earlier with people that may have integrity, but they may not have all the other qualities. And there are a lot of good old boy systems out there, let me say it like that, where the leaders that are leaders aren't the best leaders for the job. And that can entail the people that are leaders on the floor getting things done, whatever workforce. It gives a different stress level of accountability and to take home with. And
so you're saying you got poor leaders at the job?
I think a lot of jobs have that. I'm using I'm using mine example because I know I know my job. And I know that a lot of leaders and supervisors can't really tell me a lot of information to make me do anything because of how much I know.
Well, I'm kind of stop you there. I want to stop you there. I'm trying to just make sure I got what you're saying right. So you're saying because you know your job so well, they should leave you alone.
No, I'm saying that you have battles and jobs where, and I've seen it more than just one job, where if I know my job and I know the goal to get us to the production or to do that impact, there's no reason for me to be having this ego battle with a leader that wants to prove their point.
But in what capacity?
Well, like sometimes it's like, let's do it my way because I'm the leader.
Okay, I want to stop you there.
Not the best way.
The best way to who?
Well, it matters if you try. It just depends. What job?
No, I'm asking. Like,
in my scenarios, that's where they've been. I get.
Yeah. So what would be the best way to you? Tommy way is the best way.
The right way.
So you do it the right way.
Yeah, I do it the right way.
And so they doing the wrong way.
Sometimes, yeah.
Like what? Sometimes. Like I guess give me an example. I'm curious of a leader.
Well, I can talk about
a set leader now. Doing the wrong way.
Kimberly Clark is a place where most people know around here make diapers. I'm not hindered by anything anymore. You have corporate world up front who just look at numbers and they just see a production line. And you have a group of 5 people on the floor that can be killing numbers and killing each goal for the last 3 years. But it's all about the improvement on the floor. And then they'll come to the floor and change up processes and change rules up, which make that group's work difficult, but yet those technically are the leaders of that machine, if that makes sense. Okay. Those people up front aren't doing anything to pitch into that actual achievement. Okay. The leaders on the floor are doing that. That's that. And then like where I work now it's you're not out here on the floor doing and seeing what I'm seeing. You don't know how I need to address this actual job, so I need to take my own my own choices to fix the job correctly. I don't need you telling me how to nitpick when I got the experience to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. So I guess I'm curious where the ego is. The ego with you or with them?
I think a lot of it comes from leadership and supervisor positions.
Okay, so they wrong.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say. I don't know who's right or wrong. I'm not putting
you on the spot. I'm just trying to ask.
In my
which I think
examples, yes, they wrong. In my examples, if you want a good team that leads you to the numbers you want,
right,
you stand behind them, not above them.
I can see that.
You see what I'm saying?
I would need to know more about what you do though to give.
Yeah, I ain't explaining fabrication and shit, welding.
But I got a question. So, because I feel like when from the leadership aspect of things, their job is to make sure they at the highest level of productivity. I'm assume.
Yeah.
You don't care about that. Tommy care about what Tommy got going on. Well, no. Let me finish.
Yes and no.
Okay. Because you said that, you want to do it this way. This is the best way to do it. They may know another way they may not know what you know.
Right.
They don't know everything you know. You know more about them than that. But they may know about productivity.
They know about numbers. The machine and numbers.
But that's all productivity though. Right. I don't want to minimize what they're doing. They know Agreed. They know productivity.
Right.
So I guess my question is, have you ever like said, okay, I'm gonna try y'all way first and see what happens? So it's just a no. I don't know. Like
no. So let me explain this a little further. So on the floor, you address the machine, and once you get the machine humming, and you work out kinks of upgrades to like increase production, so to speak, you running at you and the crew are in sync. And once y'all are in sync and y'all addressing the machine is doing the production for us. So that is the goal anyways. The goal is for us to work out kinks, to minimize downtime, and your production is where you need it to be. You know what I'm saying? That optimizes production. But there's a lot of disconnect sometimes, I feel like, when leaders don't go through or experience some of the same floor.
Okay, so maybe coming from the bottom. So you mean like start from the bottom and working their way up?
I ain't saying they got to, with that knowledge of
you just said though. They need experience on the floor in order to do that.
Yeah.
I'm 50-50 with that. I don't feel like you have to do all that to be a good leader. I feel like a good leader can go anywhere and lead. But to your point, and to Donald Doe's point earlier, and people saying that earlier, listening, I do feel like I might have an idea for increasing productivity.
Yeah.
So I'm giving the non-leaders, hey, this is what, or people I'm leading, this is the job we're gonna do. This is what I want to do now. Tommy and team, I want y'all to do it this way because we'll be able to get more out. Whatever that means, I don't know what you do. You might say, hey, all right, cool. You might halt you real quick. Comes on, hey, look, so I know you say you want to do boom, boom, boom. But if we do this could happen. So normally we do it this way, so that won't happen. It's a safety issue, whatever case may be. How about we can try the way you want to do it? Can you just come down and see how that'll hurt or how that works out with us? I think that's something that you can. I don't see why you can do that. But what they say, fuck off.
Yeah, I ain't doing it that way. I run this rodeo. I'm like, all right, motherfucker, I do it your way. All right, you got
it. So they're not coming down to.
You got it.
So you give them feedback on like, hey, that might not work because of XYZ. And they say, hey, look, Tommy, shut the fuck up and go do what I said to do.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey man, clap it up for them guys, man. Hold on, bro. Let me clap for the niggas the whole time and shut the fuck up.
You know that motherfucker slapped me at that place. They slapped the shit out of me.
Hold on.
Shut up, man.
Yeah. They slapped you? Oh yeah. I ain't gonna tell that story right now. We ain't doing that. Let me get to these comments real quick. As a GM myself, I lead with intent and always apply the why. Shout out to you. I present myself as a coach rather than a leader. And I'm human and a realist in my position. This has built a positive culture in my store. Shout out to you, bro. Self-awareness is important, definitely. I'm challenged daily. Yeah, this is Karen Gordon, by the way, the coolest. All right, the coolest of cool. I'm challenged daily in my new role by students to lead them from my position, but to also show them respect as young adults. They give all the pushback, and sometimes they borderline disrespectful. I know they're testing boundaries, though. It's a thin line, though. Lord of mercy. Hey, prayers to Karen Gordon with the kids, man. Anybody that work with kids in that form of leadership, hey, do the best you can, because it is hard. I talked to quite a few people who are in teaching that's in that line of work. I always tell them I could give you advice on some things, just on a leader standpoint, but it's different, like you said, when you in the field.
Yeah,
like some things, it sound good black and white. It sound good on paper. It sound good saying, hey, look, man, all you gotta do is listen. Just listen and be confident, be courageous, be empathetic, be resilient, and you got it, buddy. That shit sound good on black and white.
Yeah.
It's hard when if I'm saying, be resilient, and you're like, all right, cool, but the hits is coming from the students. Like they actually swinging on me. Like that's crazy. I might say fight back. I don't know what I might say to you. You know what I'm saying? It's different depending on what somebody's doing. So a lot of these traits we are talking about aren't easy to come by. They're just us talking about them.
Clap it up for the teachers too, man. You shouted them out, man.
Yeah, clap it up for teachers, man. Clap it up. I wanna post something now that Karen said that. So y'all, I'm gonna hold on comment for a second. I want to add this to the stage. I thought this was dope, man. It says the lines of life. You see that line for criticism? Super long, right? That's what we're doing right now. We're talking about explaining it, but in our explaining, we also are criticizing leadership. Long line. Why? Easy to do.
I'll do it.
Easy to talk about it. You do that at your job. That's what it sounds like from what you tell me. A few things you're saying. Make sure you're in the camera. All right. So it says to criticize. That's a long line. To gossip. That is also a long line. Why? Because once again, it's talking. It's easy to do. Back to what 420 and Dorian was talking about on that post where the people were clowning that guy for his pictures. I thought of this: criticism, gossip. sharing it, joking about people, joking on his work. I thought about these two long ass lines here, right? And then I thought about the line for help. 2 people.
Yeah.
Encourage. 3 people. Get involved. Not a lot of people. And those are the lines of life. I thought that was dope to put on there. If y'all can see, hopefully y'all can see it. I hope I'm not blocking it. Am I blocking it? Damn, I probably was blocking it. I'm sorry, y'all. Here we go. Long line right there, man. That's the line to criticize. That's Facebook.
Yep.
This is Facebook right here. Criticize. Gossip is the group text. Okay.
Oh, that new spice little thing the girls be using on men.
To get involved is the DMs that people respond to, or the status you post where you say you're looking for volunteers.
Yeah.
That's out of all of these people over here in the criticize section, those who respond. To encourage, even less. To help, even less. Life crazy, bro.
Don't you think leaders are meant for all those areas, though? I mean, you got to go through some of those areas to get past them. I know I criticize more than I should, but I know I'm still a better
everybody
leader.
do. Everybody do.
Yeah.
The some of the dopest people are people who help more than criticize, and it's possible to do so because some people understand the power of tongue, how loud their voice is. So before anytime they criticize, they're gonna help first.
Yeah.
And if they can't help, they're gonna shut the fuck up. It's Sunday. I probably shouldn't be cursing. I'm sorry. There's a white guy right here. His name is Tommy. He's a comedian, by the way.
How's that going? Tommy Archer.
I
gotta go too.
I should have pulled up for this episode. Yeah, I'm trying to do the lives more often. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm not saying I'm done with thinking out loud, but I love doing them. But because my schedule is so busy, me helping certain platforms,
you better not stop the thinking out loud, man. That's rude. That's rude.
Nah, I mean, I'm always thinking out loud. Just this is thinking out loud right now. Just you here.
No, we don't get the same when nobody's
it's not the same thing.
You here with that camera by yourself, you put some different magic and gems in the sauce.
Don't, Karen Gordon. That's the perfect representation. That's one of
your greatest qualities, though, is your honesty to hold. What is it? How do you say it? Know how to use your tongue, or what did you say? That phrase you used? Power of the tongue.
No, what you said?
Power of the tongue. Like the words you use.
Nah, get your words together before you say it again, bro. That was crazy. Hold on. No, hold on. Just pause for 30 seconds if you don't mind.
That's what you're not supposed to pause in those moments. You're supposed to just keep going. Move on past it.
That was insane.
But you give a lot of good wisdom in your thinking out louds, and it's an unfiltered kind of response that I feel like is a great additive to not just what you offer in your podcast interviews, but just for yourself. It's a great leadership aspect you have.
Tommy, I'm not. I tuned you out for a little while, bro.
I see you do it. You do it all the time.
Hold on, because that was insane, bro. What the fuck was that?
I forgot the phrase you said about the tongue, man.
Yeah, but the way you word things sometimes is like insane.
I got an excuse. I got a GED. All right.
No, that's not an excuse. You got general education. You got to generally just say the right things, bro. that was
generally in the area. It was close.
Hey, that's funny. I like that. But he was saying, let me know anytime you do a live. It's a great topic. Yeah, definitely. Like, if y'all got a topic y'all want to talk on, I'll definitely talk on that. I talk about leadership because in my personal life, I had a conversation with a leader about leadership. And I feel like the conversation, it resulted in a lot of reflecting but in real time. So that person that reflecting in real time, it can come off like they upset, like they mad about what you said. But I also came from a place of being real. I listened to not just her side of things, but the side of things from people that were talking about whatever we was talking about, and as far as leadership. And I listened to those things and I questioned those things because of how I feel about that person, wanting them to be a great leader. I said, let me question these statements against this person that I may not look at this person that way, but clearly it's something there that they are seeing. So I'm questioning things they said. Well, why I said this? Why they said that? Why they said this? And so because that person ended up reflecting in real time, it's almost like we just stopped talking about it. I don't think they were super upset, super mad. It was just like, okay, let me listen to some of the things he said first before I respond, or if I respond, or let me just listen and then take it back to where I gotta take it to. Once again, vision. That was on a Wednesday. Yeah, that was on a Wednesday. Vision. That was on a Wednesday. Friday, I felt like things had gelled for the person. It was just like super gel. Like, oh, it was good today. This happened. This happened. I got this. I got that. It's like, oh, okay. Vision. I already knew it wasn't gonna be a bad thing. I knew things were gonna go up. I knew things were gonna turn around if other things were done correctly and done the right way and approached the right way. So that's what I just feel like that's why this live came by. So let me talk about leadership then. I talk about a lot of things, funny things, serious things, you name it. I don't like to play myself in the box. But as somebody who considers themselves a leader, even on my LinkedIn, I don't put manager, I don't put store manager, I don't care about that. I put leader because I feel like wherever I'm at, any room I'm in, I'm gonna lead. It's just my nature.
That's
Honestly.
great too. That's great that you. A lot of people don't even give themselves that credit.
Leadership lacks when an individual lacks self-awareness. I agree. And I feel like you gain when you gain self-awareness. Understanding one thing we talked about in our conversation I'm talking about is that you got to watch what you're doing because everybody watching.
Yeah.
Everybody watching you. To my brother the same thing sometimes. Like my brother's a coach, and I'm like, sometimes you gotta just chill, bro. You gotta tone it down. Like everything can't be barking. Then you got people scared of the dog. You know what I'm saying?
Too intimidating.
Yeah. So sometimes you gotta take a step back and just empower. Like, hey, look, man, we lost. Practice tomorrow, man. We gonna work on some things. And you look at the things that everything's statistics. That's why I love sport. Everything's the statistics. You might have lost by 10. Maybe I missed 10 free throws. You make them 10 free throws, how that game turn out now? So instead of you barking about this one turnover at the end of the game or barking about that call, barking about that, as a leader, you're like, okay, look, where we go wrong at? We missed 10 free throws. Next practice, we got to make sure we hit all these free throws because the next game, I don't want to lose for free throws.
Yeah.
Once again, that's easier said than done. And those easy on paper.
Eggs all day.
Say it again?
All night she's throwing eggs.
Why would that be?
I don't know. Just something.
Over Halloween?
I guess. Make the free throws, man. She's not going to be Shaq out there.
Shaq was a good leader, though. He made up for it in dominance.
Yeah.
Leadership isn't about standing above everyone else. It's about making them stronger because of you. Once again, that's a dope way to just empowering. You got to empower. You have to be able to empower others. As a leader, if you can't empower nobody, you're not a leader. Like, I'm not saying you have to groom somebody or grow somebody to take your position or to do whether it's in a role in life and in management, in the corporate world, in sports, whatever. It ain't about that. You got some players that play other coaches that didn't make it to the next level, but they'll tell you that coach made life easier for me. Because how I navigate through life now is based off my experience with that coach.
Yeah, they
good leader. You might have hated him in real time, but as you reflect, that coach made sure you took life lessons with you. Yeah. That's a great leader. That's somebody who empowers somebody. Even in the corporate world, people might be like, I've had people, I'm like, yo, you be good for this job. I think, you can actually do that. Now I don't like that because I don't want to do this and I don't want to do that. And then I'm talking to them, I'm like, but you do this, but you do that, but you do that. And like you empowering them, like you telling them all the traits they do have. They telling you why they can't do something, which is pass that. Oh, no, you ain't pass that. See, no, you can't pass that. Just pick it up. The thing that say no excuses. Pass it to me. You can read. Right there.
No excuses. No, I can't read. I can't read either. I got my glasses.
I keep getting the GED. No excuses.
No excuses.
No excuses. No excuses. Something I'm big on. Like I don't want to hear no excuses. But people give you every excuse as to why they can't do something. And that worries me sometimes for leaders. Like when leaders be like, oh, but, and a lot of times they think of every reason why something can't get done.
Yeah.
Versus all the reasons why I can.
That's one phrase growing up was can't never could till he tried. Because if can't never did, it can't fucking died.
Okay. I ain't heard that, but that's dope. I like that.
Like if your dream you got set out for, your vision, if you got an idea, if you don't go give it a shot, it ain't gonna come true.
Now, I'm not crazy about this movie. I've said it plenty of times. But the only can't I ever cared about or ever knew about was loving basketball. And say if you say can't, you ain't a man.
I said that.
That's what it said in the movie.
I heard on a little social media thing, if you suck a straw on a drink, you ain't a man, you gay. But
I'm reading the next comment. It says, you're an amazing leader. I admire that you never rush to an answer. You take time to analyze and ask thoughtful questions. I definitely appreciate that. Clap it up for me, man.
Yeah,
clap it up.
That's a genuine truth right there, man. That is a good quality you have.
Real leaders set the standard. They challenge. They demand. They refuse to accept excuses. They refuse. I'm gonna put on Tommy's face.
Yeah.
This is my friend Tommy, aka No Excuses. They refuse to accept excuses. It's not all about comfort. It's about pushing people past their limits until they see what they are capable of. Yo, clap it up for my man, E Money Bag, bro. I gave him a new nickname, man. E Money Bag, man. Fuck it, man. Why not? Why not, man? Why not? Nah, 100%. I 100% agree with everybody. I think it was dope. Look up a poem called "It Couldn't Be Done." I will. I definitely will.
It couldn't be done.
I definitely will. It couldn't be done. Yeah, the lives would be dope. I never go live on YouTube like that, but they gave me the option, so I said, why not just do both, right? Yeah, and I like that leaders are actually commenting. I just got to set it up better where, like, in advance, people know what we talking about, so we can have a real meaningful conversation. I want to give it up for Tom because he came in here. We spoke earlier today. Just he called me randomly, and we spoke. And I said I was gonna come to the studio. I'll let you know. He got permission from his wife.
Yeah,
and then he's able to come outside, which I think is dope.
Now you shut it down and was like, make sure you get permission first before we do something.
Yeah, I don't, you know, I don't care about being a likable guy. But for something like that, I kind of got to be likable because if not, then you can't come outside.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
know what I'm saying? Like, so and plus, you know, I'm a leader. I'm a good leader. I know that. You know, I know happy life, happy wife. You know, happy wife, happy life. I know that.
Yeah.
And I also know that, you know, you got curfew. So I know how that stuff works. I know, you know.
That's all right. Hey, look, I got this poem up. You want me to read it real quick?
You know how to read? If you know how to read, go ahead.
I can try. I don't know how to read poems well, but I'll try. This. What's that? What's his name right there? What's his name? Edgar.
Yeah, Edgar
Albert by Edgar Albert Guest. It couldn't be done. Somebody said that it couldn't be done, but he, with a chuckle, replied that maybe it couldn't, but he would be the one, or he would be one. Nope, you're gonna have to. I already had it words.
There we go.
God dang, I can't read well.
Well, it's a long ass poem, so you're probably not gonna read that. I'm gonna read a little bit of it. It says, somebody said that it couldn't be done, but he, with a chuckle, replied that maybe it couldn't, but he would be the one who wouldn't say so till he tried. So he buckled right in with a trace of a grin on his face. If he worried, he hid it. He started to sing as he tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. Somebody scoffed, "Oh, you'll never do that. At least no one's ever done it." But he took off his coat and he took off his hat. And the first thing we knew, he begun it. With the lift of his chin and a bit of a grin, without any doubting or quit it, he started to sing as he tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. There are thousands to tell you it cannot be done. There are thousands to prophesy failure. There are thousands to point out to you one by one the dangers that wait to assail you. But just buckle it in with a bit of a grin. Just take off your coat and go to it. Just starting to sing as you tackle the thing that cannot be done, and you'll do it. I like that.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty dope, man. Clap it up for him, man.
Clap it up for reading that too, man. Yeah, I read it silently first. I give myself credit.
Yeah, you know how like you in school and like they said you got this paragraph, so you know when you get to you kind of can read it beforehand, so you don't mess up.
I try. I still fuck up.
You know, reason why I got good at reading, I ain't like the feeling of not being able to read out loud. So one day I got this story. We have to end this a little soon, but I tried to read out loud one day, right? And I was messing up so much, right, that I kept asking the teacher like, keep going, like, right. So, but once it was done, cool, no big deal.
Yeah.
and to go back to school and how school like helps you and shapes you for social skills. Me not even being like quick on my toes at the time, just like 7th grade, we in the line like the next class after we go on lunch. And I think I go in on a joke with somebody, right? Now, of course, he losing this joke. He losing or whatever. He was like, man, I know you're not talking. Should I keep going? Should I keep going? Should I keep going? I said, oh, shit. Everybody laughing like, fuck, I got to learn how to read. This is crazy.
Yeah.
And so from that point on, I always took my time. But I think I was stuttered in back then. I think I had just started stuttering a little bit. So some of it was that, not that I couldn't read, it just, I didn't want to read for one, because I wasn't like social at the time.
Issue. I got put in the special class because I couldn't read. I have comprehension disorder.
Whoa. You okay with saying all that?
Yeah, I don't care. Because then when you're in a special class, like when you're trying to read, they put the titties on your shoulder when they come talk to you. So when they had the titties on my shoulder, I didn't care to learn how to read better. I mean, the more help I got, the more titties was on my shoulder.
Understood. Yeah, white teachers?
Yeah. Never any real extensive play we got to do like some white teachers.
I had this one white teacher that came over my shoulder. Her breath was stinking. That really upset me. She wasn't like ugly. She was pretty. She wasn't
expecting that.
She wasn't ugly. I didn't know what to expect, because like I didn't want her over my shoulder. I know that. And then the book I reading was like I knew it had the N-word on it. It was like something niggers.
I don't know about that now.
Yeah, I know. And I
barely read a book.
This is 8th grade. So I was always on that type of time. They said, bring a book to read. I said, I got something for y'all. Yeah. So I read that book. I remember her coming to me, her breath was stink, but I remember her not coming back over to me like the rest of the day. Came everybody 3 or 4 times, but she didn't come back over to me. I didn't even tell her breath was stink. I just was like reading the book that said nigger. I guess she didn't want to be like, she didn't want to know nothing about it. So.
And they really still do that? Make you say it in school?
No. It was on the title.
Oh, it's title of the book.
Something niggers. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Nah, it was cool, man. It was cool. It was it was real dope. It was a dope book. Mind you, I was 13 reading that, so
I had to go through that. I had to get it put on tape for me to read that hoe back in the day. The letter A, that white girl that was a hoe that was giving herself up.
I don't know what.
It's called the letter A. It's about adultery.
Oh no,
that's all I remember. That's the only book I
remember.
You
went to Catholic school?
No. This was just in high school. I had to read that. I had to listen to the tape like 3 or 4 times.
Nah, man.
Sorry for the distraction.
Nah, that's all good. It was something somebody said. Oh, I did say that. Okay, yeah. Can't be a man. Scarlet Letter.
That's it. Scarlet Letter. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I did read that down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't read that though.
Yeah, she was a hoe. I mean, that's the only thing I remember from it. She was out there wanting to
I didn't read the book. We read that book. 10th grade?
I don't know.
My grade was so high at the end of the year. I just said, I'm not reading no more. I just didn't do the work. And I remember like, they back then they would average your stuff out at the time, and for the end of the year, I was good.
I wasn't good. No,
I was good.
I wasn't even trying.
Yeah. I had an A, so I was good. Reading no damn books. I need to go outside and play some basketball. And I ain't making nowhere. I should have read the damn book.
Don't you think though, a lot of leaders that like right now, like do what you're doing, to like tackle some more leadership conversation real quick of like the environments leaders are in and creating are impacting coming up. Because I remember coming up in my environment, there weren't many leaders of individual like statures, like around the community. It was your actual, I mean, yes, a small town, but you had, commissioners, actual people of roles that filled leadership roles, versus now I think there are a lot more intentional leaders. And I think that's a good impact on us as a whole. I think, like you were saying, the different levels of leaders, though. You got bad leaders, good leaders, great leaders. How do we make better or more great leaders? What do you think something we can do as leaders to impact upcoming leaders?
Ask that question one more time.
Just coming from, I don't think leaders is being more accessible to where we are now in society of us having more leaders available, more vocalized leaders, more people giving more advice. How is something just, or people that want to give and be better leaders and give advice mentorship wise, what's things leaders can do to help navigate, leaders in the better ways, making them come from a bad leader to a good leader to a great leader? How do we elevate leaders?
That's a good question, man.
I know leading by example is a great
one. I wasn't by example, but I think like it's a comment in there earlier. It said kind of getting in the trenches. I think that's one of the things you could do is like, but also maybe putting a focus on a certain amount of leaders. Like maybe you talking about a group of leaders like a pot. Maybe somebody grab 4, you grab 4. So you're not trying to influence all of them, but you may take 4 of them. You might take 4 here. You might take 4 there. They're gonna call it clicked up. They're gonna say it's politics of you picking this and that and third. But sometimes, like you said, it's having that vision. I'm gonna take these 4 because I feel like these 4 are going this way, and I'm good at that. So let me go ahead and lead them that way. And just having mentors, like having mentees. I'm sorry, having people mentor you. You know, rather you mentor them rather. So you might take a group of 4 and you mentor them, you groom them, you come to the event, you support them, almost like you're their coach to lead them up, rather than just doing it by example. That's one thing, but then you can lead by example all you want, but if somebody ain't following you, they ain't gonna see it.
Well, let me ask you this then. From a narrative perspective, we don't have this communication where, hey, let me be your mentee. But I still feel like we have that rapport. What if someone wants to ask someone for their mentorship? How do they go about asking and making that approach?
I would say just be open, like be open with what you want. I think a lot of times I'm one of them. I'm a guy that fits this criteria of like being too cool for some things. And I think especially as men, people be too cool to be like, yo, I don't know this. I don't know what I'm doing here or with XYZ. You look like somebody who got the answers or got the resources. I need help. I think
Just reaching
just that
out.
simple. It's just that simple to me. But like I said, sometimes instead of doing it that way, we'll do it a different way. We'll just interact with a person all the time and hope that they ask us.
Yeah, what
Why
you
I don't
need,
know.
how,
You know, or we'll just watch from a distance. But sometimes you don't have to watch from a distance. Sometimes people act like watching from a distance only gonna get you but so far. You at that point you just a spectator. You're not really even being a mentee. I can't mentor you watching from a distance. You know, like I mentor you by being hands on, coming supporting you. Maybe I see if it's a game, I see your game. I see you in workforce or you have a speech or you have an event or whatever it is you're doing, you podcasting, whatever. I come watch your thing. Okay, yeah, hey, look, I noticed you did that. Tweak the audio a little bit. I know you said this word a lot of times. I think you use it a lot. You might can just segue differently using that. Y'all could have did this. Maybe write down your topics for it's a lot of stuff you could do that's hands-on versus me watching from a distance or you watching from a distance. We're not really helping each other, you know?
Yeah.
So I think just more communication and saying what you need, like you did. Like before I knew who you were, you was liking my stuff and sharing it, but I just saw a white guy liking my stuff and sharing it. I wasn't really thinking like who he is. And then you messaged me. I'm like, okay, well, yeah, come on, come down. Like, we'll, and then that's how you get whether be on a podcast or you get the feel of it, and you're like, okay, I want to do this.
Yeah.
Watching from a distance when it got you there.
Right.
You just been sharing my stuff.
I just don't think a
till
lot of
now.
people do that though. And I just didn't know if that was the right approach. But I know that you got to reach out. You got to be curious enough to ask for the assistance and the guidance if you want that leadership, mentorship, I mean.
No, I agree. I definitely agree. Let's see. I wonder, can they see that? I'm looking on the thing. Okay, no, they can't see it. So when I put the comments on there, they can't see it in the comment section, but they can actually see it on the screen. So I think that's dope too. That I am doing that.
Showing up right there.
Yeah, but you won't see it in the comment section on Facebook, but you can see it on the screen right there. And I put the comment on the screen. So I don't know if you follow.
Little service thing though, for real.
See it right here.
Yeah.
You see the comments on here too.
They won't see that.
I don't know. They might can. I think they can. Either way, read the last comment. It says communities lack real leadership. Everyone wants the clout versus really making an impact in the community. I 100% agree. If you're watching the live, make sure y'all like it, share it if you don't mind. Man, this was dope talking to you.
For checking in with us and watching us.
Yeah. Like I said, this is me. This is what I do. Like I get the itch. I could have sat down and just laid down all day and not did nothing at all. I had a busy weekend. I could have not came. I just like being in the studio. Like I like creating. So I was like, I'm coming to the studio. If I wasn't doing this, I was gonna do a thinking out loud. But when he said he got the okay to come outside and play, I said, all right, bet. And I put another microphone there, set the camera up, and we went and did it. But I like doing a live. I like community. I like getting that conversation with the people that's following and people that's watching.
Personal.
Putting out something that's pre-recorded is cool. I love doing that too. Don't get me wrong. But the live just hit a little different because it swayed the conversation. And then I feel like y'all part of it. I feel like when I do the lives, y'all here with me. Y'all can say something. Y'all can text me if y'all got right now. Y'all can text me about whatever's going on. I like this. I don't like that. I like this. Like, I got a text a minute ago that said like I like the live on YouTube better because I can hear it and still do what I gotta do on other apps. I ain't thinking about that. You can't do that on Facebook, you know. But also they want to comment on Facebook, so it's like they got to come back and forth. But it give you the option to do both. So I might do more lives on here. I like the comments. I didn't expect YouTube to come through like that, but YouTube came through. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Doe.
A lot of good words of wisdom too. A lot of food for thought.
I can't think of his name, but they say I'm the old cat or something like that. The old cat TV. I don't know who everybody is, but yeah, everybody came through, man.
Cat.
Whatever that means. Keep up the great work. You are definitely inspiration. Hey, appreciate that. Appreciate that for real. Any comment I get, and I always thought my thing out loud with thanking the audience and the viewership. So I'll say thank you to y'all too for always watching, commenting, engaging, not being funny. Because right now on Facebook it's gonna show like I think like 2 or 1 person watching, but on here show more because more people watching. But even to go up and down, whatever, because it's on YouTube and thing. But I've literally watched people be live and talk to 0 people.
Yeah.
And be talking. So whether it's 1, 10, 5, 15, 20, 25, I don't care. I'm always appreciative of people that's watching, but not only watching, but engaging. Like people leaving lengthy comments. I like that because y'all don't have to do that. Y'all could just watch it and talk amongst your circle and call it a day. Or y'all can see me with a microphone, like this nigga here, and scroll. So for every stop, oh shit, he live. Let me go see what he want. Let me type something. Let me engage. Let me like it. Let me share it. I don't take it for granted. Not one bit.
Include this cracker here too, though.
Oh, it's my boy Joe. Yo, shout out to Joe. Shout out to him, man. Word. And appreciate you. Once again, it's one of them things. See what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you said cracker?
Yeah, I'm
sorry. Okay. Sorry. Delayed response. I hit cracker. I just had to freeze up for a second. But yeah, man, if that's your guy, he says his boy Joe. So I don't know Joe probably, but I think what's dope about that is I had on E. And so I always say that you have a guest on, you do a good job. I think he had a phenomenal episode. It's the epitome of resilience. We had the episode, he got a story out. Some things people didn't know, some things people didn't know. I got a lot of feedback about this episode. Cool. We do the episode. I edited, I put it out. Well, people that he knows now are subscribing to the page based off his episode.
Yeah.
But probably also tuned into other things. Let me go see his work. Oh, he had this person on, he had this person on. Let me comment. I'm not knowing who and why they're doing what they're doing. I'm just doing my work. But that goes to like, each one teach one, each one help one, resources. So having him on then got me 2 or 3, 4, 5, 10 subscribers, and they watching the podcast now, they watching things I'm doing now. So they on the live, comment on the live. Whereas if I didn't do the episode, they wouldn't be on comment. They wouldn't be on the live because they wouldn't know who I am.
Yeah.
So I think all that plays a role.
Yeah.
So I think so. Shout out to you for that, for real. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Grown Augusta. That's Karen again. That's funny. Hey, where you at? Yeah, I can dig YouTube. Oh, she must have left Facebook and came to YouTube. Yeah, appreciate that, Miss Karen. And even Miss Karen, I came a long way. Like, this is live and this is high quality. You see my old lives, it's like I had a webcam, it was grainy. This is like top tier quality.
Hey,
like,
we saw earlier before the live, this live, y'all was real thin.
Say it again.
Y'all was you and Slim was you in the studio. Y'all was thin.
Yeah, Karen been around for a minute. She's seen it. I used to be 180, 175, 180. I'm 221 now.
Bag of concrete less used to be. You added a whole bag of concrete.
Yeah, man. And it ain't concrete. It's just fat, probably. I don't know.
Don't let him fool y'all, man. He's still quick on the court.
Nah, I'm slow. I can shoot the ball, but I'm super slow.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, though, I need to get with E. I need to get my muscle game up, bro. I gotta, give me a plan, man. I'm about to, summertime. I ain't wearing no shirt, man. I don't care. I'm about to get right. Give me dumbbells.
You need to start running.
I ain't doing all that, bro.
Gotta run.
I know what.
You need to come run.
I might do that. Who knows? I might run a little bit. I'm gonna get right, bro. For real.
Gotta keep that heart right, man.
Now, E, he said he got me for real. I ain't trying to get that big. Like I
Don't get
I
in.
don't want to get that big.
Right there.
I just want to get right. Like
Yeah.
I ain't gotta be like Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know what I'm saying? Just I want to get back to
How big was his
Maine.
arms, you think?
Hey, I'm measuring men muscles, bro.
I would have. I mean, I'd have comedic
That ain't
fun with it,
a black thing. It says it's such an amazing it was such an amazing episode. I still watch the episode and watch all of your content. You have my support. Hey man. I was just praying. I was just doing the
clapping
praying.
it up for you.
Got you. I'll clap it up. Definitely.
You shouted out a lot. I was waiting on the clap.
Nah, I'm always tell you first, bro. Clap it up. Clap it up. Got you for real, bro. I don't want your plan. This I don't want your plan. I just, just need you to tell me how to get, turn this into a gun. Not your gun, but just turn this into a gun. I'll take a 22. I don't care.
I gotta deal with pellets.
I got you, bro. I went to school for this. Oh, facts. That's what's up. Yo, you got my number. Hit me up. That's another thing, man. I know I won't respond. Yo, I really do be busy. I ain't gonna lie. He'll tell you. I know he dying to say something about this, but I try my best, bro. But between when you running a store, or you doing this or you doing this, sometimes the phone be last in your mind because like you get so many calls that you don't want to handle, you don't want to deal with. That I don't want the damn phone I'm paying for.
Yeah,
I get to work like I don't want a hair phone. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Yeah, bro, you don't respond."
You gotta judge it sometimes too. If you are trying to reach out, if you don't reach back, just give it a little time. Just have some empathy for him. That's what I do. But then I give him hell when I talk to him.
I want to clap it up for me, man, because there was a time where I would respond quick because I ain't had nothing going on. Right? I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never had shit going on, so I always responded to people like, oh, "Okay, yeah, you need this." When you now it's like I be doing so much, so. And it's hard sometimes. Even recording, my daughter called me. I had to tell her, like, I'm recording right now. I'll hit you back in a minute.
You have said something to me about that before, where it's about like sometimes people don't deserve your attention right in that moment, and you got to like manage your time better. And you might not can reach out to them right away, and you got to wait for the right time to reach out. Sometimes that stuff is important when you can and can't reach out to them. And you being the busy man you are, sometimes, man, y'all can't take it personal. You got a lot of shit.
Nah, nobody take it. I ain't never had no issues.
I take it personal. I'll tell him too.
But I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, no, this not.
I take it personal. I be like, "What's up, motherfucker? You don't like me no more?"
I be feeling like somebody taking it personal, just like it. It's gonna sound harsh when I say that, but it's a personal problem. Like, I really be having stuff going on. Now, it'd be different if like I'm at home, kicked up, no socks on, just in the bed, and I'm just looking at it and like that's different. But a lot of times you doing all this stuff, then you do pick your phone up and like I said, you got a bunch, but say my daughter might call. Okay, that's the first thing. Daughter, hey, what's going on? I need FYZ. Okay, cool. Boom. My DM might hit me. Hey, make sure y'all do this. Oh, damn, let me tell my team. We do this. Now I'm in the car sitting down. I'm like, just back out real quick. I'm just going. And then next thing you know, I'm not on my phone, or might have a call. Now I'm on the phone about that person talking. It's just, hey, life crazy, bro. Y'all eat, y'all make sure y'all drink your water. And
talking that much, you're gonna need some hydration.
I give you grace, bro, because I understand management. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, man, this was dope. This is hour 32. I ain't trying to go over 90 minutes. I already did. You got anything you want to say? You got a show coming up?
Oh, yeah, October 31st.
He's white. His name is Tommy. He's a comedian. Right.
Yeah, October 31st, Jamming Moments, 519 Broad Street. We're gonna have a ton of artists coming out. I think we got 28 artists right now gonna be performing. We got a costume contest, $100 cash prize. It is going down at 12 o'clock midnight, Halloween night. It's gonna be a late night, but it's gonna be a fun night. It's gonna be a lot of fun stuff, some money given away, trivia games. So y'all come check us out at Jamming Moments, 519 Broad Street. The doors open at 10 o'clock. What else we got? The only thing else I got is Live Laughs, November 8th. We're going to be at Icons doing that with comedian Sir Cedric, the host of the Live Laughs comedy show. I believe I'm performing this month, and B-Man, the comedian, is featuring, and I forget the headliner. I'll try to find it real quick. But it's going to be a fun show November 8th.
All right, 30 seconds up. All right, man. Appreciate you for coming through, kicking it with me. Yeah, I'll definitely let you know, E. The next live, you come on, chop it up. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this. If y'all did, share with your people. Comment, like it, send it off. Yeah, man, this was dope. I appreciate y'all, and I'll holler at y'all next time. email me. Let me know what y'all want to see. Any topics y'all want to see. Email me at morettmasters@gmail.com. morettmasters@gmail.com. Or hit me on Instagram, or hit me on here, or hit me on Facebook. My Facebook name is Bobby Boucher. My name is not Bobby.
Hey, man, look, and Palette Podcast on YouTube for me, man. My podcast, y'all want to check it.
Tell them where to find it.
Yeah, Palette Podcast. That's it. Tommy Archer.
You're not gonna spell it for y'all, but it's all good. It's all good.
You love that I can't do it. I can't do it.
I just want to clap it up real quick for everybody. Because you like to diss it. I'm gonna give it applause. Clap it up for the GD people.
That's right. GD people?
Yeah.
I caught that late. I'm actually finding out my culture.
All right, we out. Let me hear. It sound like.
Oh.
No, we had it out. All right, man. One Masters Podcast. We out, man. Appreciate you. Stay black, stay white, stay right.